The cashew sector in Nigeria is really quite young and it's a growing sector as well. There's a lot of opportunity for growth and a lot of opportunity for job employment that could also lead to income generation as well for the farmers and also for people that work within the processing plant. With cashew processing, there wasn't really like a standard training that was actually developed for the cashew. So we got a sector expert to come in and design a training for processing.
This processing facility was outside of the normal operations of Julius Berger, which is majority a construction company. They decided to diversify into processing of cashew, and it is not as easy as the public actually thinks it is, because of all these steps that needs to be followed and also all the external impacts there is. All these external impacts can either give you a good or bad quality at the end of the day.
So training is really important to ensure that the standard and the quality of the cashews that they actually then produce are up to the level that they need. With the Toolbox project, what we did was we started with the TOT, so that's training of trainers. And so we got quality assurance managers, we got procurement officers, and we trained them on food safety as well as processing process quality that will lead to certification. Because with Julius Berger, their cashew was mainly going to be exported out of Nigeria. And there's certain standards that this quality of cashews need to have for it to be accepted by other countries.
And this was one of the things that the training allowed us to do, because after the training it was much more easier to maintain and uphold the certifications after the training than before.
The Toolbox project was a successful one. I am privileged to be part of the attendees and I actually gain a lot. It really teaches about the fundamentals of the processing.
Their approach towards the training was strategic. I enjoyed every step, the practical classes and the theory part of it.
As a quality officer, I'm already into doing this quality test before, but this training actually enhances and increases my knowledge concerning raw cashew nuts in doing the quality.
So it has really helped us right from the entrance down to the final stage of the production.
To ensure that we actually did reach a wider target and a wider audience of organizations. We also supported another organization, Vertex, who is also part of the Cashew Packaging and Processing Association in Nigeria.
We were trained from the procurement receipt of RCN in the field down to the final packaging, all the processes. So that training impacted positively on our output.
Whenever you develop a program, you have to think about how will this training be used beyond the project. So what we did was that we actually designed our training programs with the VET logic, so that in the future we can see a collaboration between the private sector and the VET institution, where the VET people actually provide the theory training, and then we have the private organizations that provide the practical aspect. And the good thing is that these organizations can then absorb the trainings once this training has been done. So what we found was that there is a need to institutionalize this training in the VET institutions. The demand at the moment outweighs the production. So the cashew sector has a lot of opportunities and potential for employment.
One thing that we as Julius Berger take serious is that we imply that our staff and workers is our biggest asset. We invest a lot in upskilling and growth, personal growth. So I think as a company we are really putting a lot of importance to that, where we can use as much local staff to develop, to bring up and to then build that supply chain of knowledge and education to be able to have the social impact that we need. The quality that Nigeria offers, that is in demand globally, I believe the potential is massive. There's a huge potential for processes to develop, and it is also that potential and that opportunities that will make the cashew industry as such in Nigeria grow from strength to strength.